In this video, we're going to talk about applying super elevation with different standards. And this is a data set that we're going to use. I have a Road 1 alignment and a Route 63. And so we're going to look at this Road 1 alignment to apply our super elevation. And so I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to first create a super elevation section. I'm going to call it Road 1. I want to locate the alignment. And I'm going to do it from the beginning of the alignment to the end. And I'm just going to hit the Alt key to help me set those limits. Minimum tangent length, I'm going to say 0. And there's my section. Now it's going to ask me for the lanes. I'm going to do the right lane first. It's going to be primary. Side of center line, we're going to make it the right side. And inside offset is going to be 0. And the width of my default template's 12, so I'm going to make this width 12 as well. My normal cross slope is going to be -2%. Okay, so there's my one lane. Now I'm going to do my left lane. Just got done with my right. I'm going to create my left. It's going to be primary as well. It's going to be the left side. Inside offset is going to be 0 again. Width 12. Normal cross slope -2 as well. And there's my two lanes for my super elevation. Now I'm going to go to my corridor tools again, and this time I'm going to apply or calculate the super elevation. And the first thing I'm going to do, it's going to pop up this filing dialog box, and I'm going to go browse for my my super elevation standards. And it's going to take us out to the T drive, to the MoDOT workspace, GPK standard super elevation. And there we have an English 2011 AASHTO super elevation file. We're going to go ahead and use that. And then we also have some new files that we just placed out there called the MoDOT standard plans. And so we're going to apply the 2011 first. We're going to hit open to that. And it's going to ask locate the first super elevation section. So I'm just going to select the section. I'm going to reset the complete. I'm going to accept that 2011 super elevation preference file. We're going to do 8% max, else selection all cases. For this Road 1, we're going to do design speed of 50. It's going to be linear number of lanes. It's one lane per direction. So we're going to say one lane. It's going to be an undivided highway. And we're going to go ahead and open the editor, and we're going to say yes to that. And so it's applied our super elevation. And when we look at this super elevation, we can say that we're getting a 3.4% for a max super for this alignment. Now, if we look at the MoDOT standard plans, with the radius of Road 1, which is 3,274, we would normally pull a max super of 3.2%. But again, if we look back at the super elevation editor, it's reporting a 3.4% max super. So the AASHTO 2011 doesn't match our MoDOT standard plans. And so what you can do is you can use those new files that we just placed out there, the MoDOT standard plans, whether it's divided or undivided, and you will get values that match the MoDOT standard plans. Now, the other thing that we noticed too, using different AASHTO methods or standards, is that where the super elevation is actually at full super is different than what the MoDOT standard plans also list as well. So, typically at MoDOT you can use the AASHTO standards. But if you're still using the MoDOT standard plans for super elevation, you should probably not use the AASHTO methods, but use the MoDOT standard plan method. Now, to show you this, we're going to go ahead and recalculate the super elevation for this. And again, we're just going to come back down to calculate super elevation. And for the preference or the standards file, we're going to go out and pick the new standards file. And again, these are located on the T drive. This is an undivided highway, so I'm going to pick the MoDOT standards plans undivided. We're going to open that up. Locate the first, on my heads up display, it's locating the first super elevated section. Once I have that set, I'm going to reset the complete. I'm going to accept that MoDOT standard plans undivided preference file. My E selection is going to be 8% max. L selection is going to be all cases. Design speed is going to be 50 again. Transition ID, linear is going to be what we're going to use. Number of lanes in one direction is going to be 1. Again, it's undivided. And we're going to go ahead and open the editor. And when we run it this time with the new preference file, the MoDOT standards plans preference file, we get a max super of 3.2%. And again, if we look at the PDF of our standard plans, you can see that the radius of 3,274 is closer to this value here, which you're supposed to round closest to, and it reports the correct max super for our standard plans. Also, we notice that where the max super is being applied is now correct, and again, that's all spelled out in the standard plans where that max super needs to be applied. So that's all you need to do if you're using the MoDOT standard plans. Just pick the preference file, whether it's divided or undivided, and apply it to your super elevation.